would be a handlock.
Yeah,
And
it will be a handlock
Yep.
mirror. Don't get confused, guys. Obviously, it's once again Powder on the bottom and Wampie on the top.
I'm surprised we don't see more of the combo Warlock that Dark Wanix and Zalai pioneered to their ESL victories. That's a very good archetype right now.
Yeah, I think some players brought it to this tournament. From when I was talking to them, I asked them if they what kind of decks they play, and some people brought the combo lock, but we didn't get the pleasure to see it on stream, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hope we do it later on. So, as everybody knows, people are going to be tapping for a few turns here. Into a turn 4 play or something.
Yeah, usually what I've come to figure out is that in the handlock mirror, whoever goes first has the advantage because he gets to play the mountain giant first.
If you do have the mountain, of course.
Mm.
But if you don't, you fall into the disadvantage, to be honest.
And we see right now Powder does have that mountain giant on the play, which is a very strong play. And Wampie just live tapping more so he can get better options, but because of that he has to use the coin so he doesn't overdraw, and he also coins out the Ancient Watcher. Wampie countering this mountain giant with his own mountain giant right now.
Yeah, they both got mountains. My spectator is bugging again.
So what do you do here as Powder with your own mountain giant?
Well, he has the Lotheb, which stops any... is there a coin left? No, there's no coin left. So there would be no coin into Siphon Soul play. So Lotheb isn't really doing that much. What do you actually want then? You could Argus and trade. But we can see the Mortal Coil on the other side. It is a gamble versus the Mortal Coil.
That's right.
But there's also 2 Dark Bombs in almost every handlock deck nowadays, so you gotta expect them to use it. But the thing is, you're basically trading 2 for 1. No, 1 for 2, I mean. Which is 1 Mountain Giant for their own and one spell removal.
I think it's not that bad to just trade giants, to be fair.
Or this. I like this play. You're getting a card advantage. You cannot use spells to kill Mountain Giants. Your Mountain Giant is going to survive. But I suppose that Wampie's Mountain Giant will trade into the Lotheb.
Yeah, it's just like the counter play, I guess.
But he has no Lotheb of his own to stop any incoming Dark Bombs. So what Powder wants to see here is a Dark Bomb off the top. That's the best possible scenario.
Yeah, we've seen Powder top deck some pretty good stuff in the past games. Let's see if he can do it again.
We see the trade. What does he get? A
Hellfire. That's probably just as good, right? Just to clear the giant.
But it puts your mountain into Mortal Coil range. That's so sketchy.
I still think it's worth it, though.
Okay, he tapped. He still didn't get a Dark Bomb. You could also Shadow Flame here and deal 8 damage, but do you really want to?
Not really. The Shadow Flame can get much more value in the later game.
Also, if you had drawn the Watcher before, you could watch your Shadow Flame.
Yeah, Watcher Shadow Flame would have been a decent play, I think.
Yeah, decent-ish.
But Hellfire is just as good here.
He's thinking about it. Wow, he's healing this Mountain Giant.
He's just going to go for another Ancient Watcher here. Looks like it.
I like that, actually.
But not, we see double Dark Bomb, right? No, there's 1 Dark Bomb.
1 Dark Bomb. This is Value Town, though. That both players are going for the most value possible. And that's how you play the mirror match, for sure. So it's going to be a long game, in my opinion.
Yeah, we see that Wampie doesn't have anything to heal his own Mountain Giant. No Farseer in hand.
So it dies to the enemy's Farseer.
Yeah, pretty much it's going to die.
Steel Dr. Boom, but it's not turn 7 yet. So I think he might skip the Dark Bomb if he trades the Mountains. But there's nothing else he wants to drop on the board.
Defender of Argus.
Wow. He's gambling the Mortal Coil again. Yeah. These guys, they want so much value. Okay, Dark Bomb there, and now we're going to see Hellfire coming down for sure.
Yeah, that's the only possible play.
Yeah, unfortunately, he only has 3 mana left, but at least he has a Watcher to play if he wants to. Since he has 9 cards in hand, he's gonna play the Watcher, not tap himself to 10. So we see a Snap Dr. Boom coming down. And there's no BGH, but there's a Siphon Soul to answer that.
Yeah, it's actually alright to Siphon Soul Dr. Boom. It's kind of like Siphon Souling a Giant.
Yeah, BGH is always going to be alive in this matchup, so.
We don't even know if Powder actually runs BGH.
Yeah,
we haven't seen it yet.
That.
We know that Wampie plays it, and we know that Wampie plays Black Knight, so that is already a big factor going into this mirror
yeah,
matchup.
Those tech cards make huge impacts in the mirror matches, especially when mirror matches drag themselves out. Especially since it's control versus control.
So we will have to see what kind of cards Powder can bring to the table to maybe swing the grindiness of this matchup in his favor. Oh, there's the BGH.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a nice bomb.
Yeah, I would say so.
And another nice bomb. Wow, those boombots doing work. Not bad at all.
Man, I reach so hard when this happens to me.
Well, the good thing you're casting now is you can laugh about it.
Right. Okay, so he has 3 mana left. Nothing else, nothing to use it with. See a Twilight Drake from both sides. And an Owl Mortal Coil play.
Yeah, that's usually the way you want to apply an Owl in this mirror matchup.
Yeah, we also see that Powder himself has Owl Mortal Coil as well. Or Owl Shadow Flame. He has a lot of options right now. Let's see what he goes for. He has his own Twilight. I guess he's not too worried about clearing low tab yet because Handlock doesn't really run burst nowadays. So you're actually sitting very comfortably at 17 health.
We're reaching the stage of the game. Both players at 17 health each. We're reaching the stage of the game where Mountain Giants are going to be played soon. Molten Giants, I mean. And yeah, Wampie doesn't have any Moltens yet, but Powder has one.
And I think it's also reasonable for Powder to hero power here. The Wampie would need 8 damage. And there's no real way of dealing 8 damage. You might be able to deal 6 damage from your hand with a double Dark Bomb or Dark Bomb Hellfire. But not 8 damage, unless you have 3 of those cards. You opted not to tap though. And that might cost him a little bit in terms of card advantage.
3 mana Mountain Giant, that's as good as it gets.
On turn 10, so that's big.
Yeah, very strong board for Wampie right now. And Powder will struggle to actually... No, actually he won't struggle. He has the BGH.
He has the BGH and the Belcher, yeah. Does he attack? I guess he's afraid of Molten Giants enabling them. And Wampie's like, I don't really want to go face because otherwise he's going to be able to Molten and Shadow Flame. But even if he Moltens and Shadow Flame, and he has the second Molten, there's a BGH on Wampie's side. So I think going for that 5 damage is actually reasonable.
Yeah, he has the option of either Molten or Sludge Belcher, and I guess Molten is a little bit stronger because it survives the low tap, whereas Belcher doesn't.
You have not seen the opponent's BGH, and if you keep your Molten, you're keeping the option of a Molten Shadow Flame later on, which is huge late game in the mirror match. It's the only board clear you can get.
We see Black Knight has been drawn for Wampie. Obviously that's going to come into play in a big way because right now Powder is dropping very, very low. He will have to taunt up something.
Wampie's playing really fast. As we can see, he's tapping at the end of his turn, which is not advised usually. But he felt pretty confident about that play.
Wampie just putting on the pressure right now, and
yeah, we see there's a board clear here, or even a taunt your board play, but you can also heal bot Shadow Flame. Watcher Shadow Flame is not really good because then you have 4 mana. Okay, so Healbot and Shadow Flame.
Yeah, Healbot Shadow Flame seems like a very solid play.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to apply that Shadow Flame if you don't have Molten Giants in your hand.
And you're still at 15, so even if you join a second Molten, it's gonna be alive.
Oh, double Molten for Wampie right now.
Ooh.
Oh man, that is a lot of damage.
And like I said, Powder doesn't have access to
Yeah, the big game hunter's gone.
Yeah, but
well.
not even a Molten Shadow Flame clear.
Yeah, that's
So
over too.
the best he can do right now is Siphon, and if he wants to, he can Watcher Sun Fury to protect some of his health total. But it looks like the game is heavily favored for Wampie.
Thing is, Watcher Sun Fury doesn't even do much.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So maybe we'll see another life.
Yeah, there's a Black Knight. If he Watcher Sun Fury, there's probably going to be a Black Knight coming down.
I think we might see a lot of life tap here. Powder needs to draw some more solutions. Not sure what he could draw though. Man, if the Ancient Watcher Sun Fury play is happening, then that Black Knight is going to be so devastating.
That's decent. That is very decent actually, because he puts himself into a Shadow Flame top deck for next turn clear.
That's right.
Otherwise, you probably lose the game 100%. So he still has a chance here. Healbot comes down as well on Wampie's side.
Yeah, he might as well heal up because he played both his Moltens already.
No Shadow Flame, he can steal hero power for it. Otherwise, he would need to taunt up very heavily. But even if he taunts up very heavily, I think he still loses to the Shadow Flame and Black Knight.
Yeah, the Shadow Flame alone is already enough pretty much to seal the deal.
Not exactly, because only Twilight and Healbot will go through, and that's 7 to 8 damage, unless hero powers, right?
But killing off 2 giants and the Ancient Watcher and the Taunt Giver, 4 minions with 1 Shadow Flame.
Well,
it's just so devastating.
actually, if Powder went for Mountain Giants, Molten Giant, Defender of Argus, he would have 2 9/9 taunts, and Shadow Flame alone would not be enough.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That
So
would have actually been a solid play.
That would be the best play, considering you don't want to gamble drawing the Shadow Flame, the second one, which is actually a long shot, considering... Yeah, he had a 10% chance to tap into Shadow Flame, so that's not very bad. Yeah, he healed up and taunted up. Black Knight's gonna come down, probably.
Is it really?
Isn't it? Let's see. There is a Shadow Flame, sure, but...
Well...
Yeah, I guess Shadow Flame comes down. It clears
Wait,
everything
actually he
at once.
can play Black Knight and Shadow Flame. How
Yeah,
about that?
That's like whatever, really.
I mean, this way he doesn't lose the giant.
Wait, actually... Yeah, Black Knight, and then he trades the Twilight into the Watcher, and he Shadow Flames the Twilight trick. Or the Healbot. No, but then Healbot can still attack face, so you Shadow Flame the Twilight trick. What do you think about that, yeah?
I think he's going for that play, but I don't know what exactly he's going to Shadow Flame. Probably a Black Knight, maybe. Yeah, the Black Knight, because now he can attack for more damage.
Okay.
And does not
That's
allow
reasonable,
the
yeah.
life tap anymore.
Yep.
So there's no more life tap opportunity. And
You can kill the Twilight and play a Belcher, for example. There's not much else you can do. Jirax is probably guaranteed loss. You go down to 3 HP after the damage on board. So I think he needs to go for a Silence.
that's the only thing you can
clear
do.
the Twilight, yeah. He's struggling to stay alive in this game. And it might just be the last game of the series if Wampie wins.
Yeah, Powder on the brink of elimination.
Yeah.
I don't see anything that he can draw to make a comeback, to be fair. There's only 4 cards left in his deck. We have pretty much already seen everything. Yeah, Powder considering his options. How can I get back in this game? He's asking himself. So, yeah, the play that we predicted happened, and now we are gonna see Wampie not having any way to push through lethal right now.
What about Jirax's? No, it only clears, yeah, of course. What about that Shadow Flame? If the Molten Trader... There's no really. Yeah, there's no lethal.
Yeah, the Siphon Soul has been drawn, but that also doesn't guarantee lethal at this moment, so might as well play more minions. It's like Sludge Bell, sure, why not?
Does he use the Sun Fury maybe? Just have a 2-3 out?
Wampie has this game pretty much locked up right now because he can live tap still. Oh no, live tapping doesn't really matter at this stage of the game anymore.
You don't want to live tap anymore.
Yeah, with 3 cards and 4 cards.
He's comfortable, yeah. 21 HP versus 2 HP, and you still got most of your answers left.
So Ragnaros, that's what Powder chose to play.
Yeah. And he has no Sun Fury to back it up. If he did, it could make an actual impact here. But there's a Siphon on the other side anyway, so...
Jaraxxus, if he plays Jaraxxus here, he will go up to 15, but
then he's able to clear the Belcher but not to use. The Sun Fury will clear his, and then he would have
yeah, I guess
9 to 10 damage next turn. Depending on trades.
I guess he survives by playing Jaraxxus.
You face Jaraxxus, Eladar Lord of the Burning Legion.
Yeah, so he's gonna face tank down to 12 HP. Trades the Owl into it. And we can see that the Shadow Flame play puts Wampie at 1 damage short, and he top decks Dark Bomb, and that's lethal.
That's right. And Wampie advancing to the playoffs of Assembly 2015 Winter Edition.
Yes, so Wampie is the second player to advance from group.
And
and
as we've mentioned before, Wampie, the winner of this match, will be facing Number Guy in the playoffs.
Is that settled already, seating-wise?
Yeah, I think the brackets are set.
Okay.
So yeah, congratulations to Wampie. Very strong performance overall. Very solid plays with the Sandlock especially. So yeah, looking forward to actually have him here on an interview.
Yeah, he's standing up for his country.
Yeah.
Showing his fans that he's worth it.
And we also, meanwhile, while we're waiting at Wampie, we are going to give you some more results.
Yeah, let's see who else advanced. And Xeno advanced. Another underdog. In Group D, he was in group with Garvis, Xeno, Caldi, and Chucky. Chucky was the first player to be eliminated, and then Gara the first to advance. And then Xeno played Caldi for the second spot, and it seems that Xeno beat Caldi. So
I'm actually really curious as to how. Oh, hey, Wampie.
Hey, Wampie.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, how are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty great.
So this is like pretty much your this might be your first breakout performance, really, right?
Yeah, at least in the event like this. Like last time when we had Assembly Summer, it was only Finnish players, so it ended up being me and Savis on the finals. And outside that, well, I have attended many tournaments, but like this is my first time I make it past the group stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm feeling pretty great.
Yeah, we have mentioned before that first assembly tournament managed to qualify someone for IESF, which happened in what was it, Azerbaijan, right?
Yeah, Azerbaijan.
And because Savis declined his spot, you were able to take it. How was that tournament for you?
It was pretty great. Like before that, I had attended the DreamHack Bucharest back with my old team, VVV Gaming, and like. There, it was a single elimination tournament, so basically I got dropped round 2, and it was pretty disappointing all around. The trip was great, of course, but like the tournament was disappointing. In Baku, I made it to elimination match in group stage, but I lost it, and like now I came here and managed to get past it.
Yeah, you beat the group stage this time.
And this is like the first step to take in order to like, already achieve something significant, but you're still a little bit away from the prize money, the potential prize money. So you're going to be facing Number Guy next. What do you think about your opponent?
Well, I know Number Guy. He's a really great player. I haven't actually managed to catch any of his decks or games which have been streamed because I have been playing all the time. But I'm feeling pretty good right now, and my my goal here is just to take it one game at a time and see how far I get.
Yeah, Number Guy was actually telling us in the winners interview last match that he actually preferred to play Powder instead of you because you're kind of an unknown force, right? Because Powder has been participating in tournaments a lot, and we've seen his decks, and we don't know much about you. So, what do you say to that?
Yeah, I figured that might be a small advantage because, like, after Gentleman's Cup, I haven't really been on streams or big tournaments or anything. So I don't think anyone, and I don't play ladder that much, so I don't think anyone actually knows what decks I'm bringing. Of course, now when they are streamed, people have a better idea. But like, still, I think I have few tricks up my sleeve. There's like my warrior deck that I haven't showed yet, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm hoping it goes well.
Right.
I wonder though, like in the play regulation, are you allowed to maybe watch the VODs for the games that have happened, so that you can gather information?
I would figure it's allowed, yeah, because they are streaming here, and people who managed to go 2-0 had time to watch the elimination matches, and I would like feel it's unfair advantage if we weren't allowed to watch VODs, but
Yeah,
I don't think,
sure
I don't think there is like too much time right now, but like.
Yeah, we are on a very tight schedule, and the next matches are going to be happening
40
fairly
minutes from
soon.
now. Yeah, you have about 40 minutes if you're going to study, so.
But yeah, 40 minutes should be enough, right? Yeah, I guess so. Before we close this out, do you have anything to say to the viewers watching at home, and to especially to all your Finnish fans, maybe?
Yeah, I would like to give a shout out to Finnish Hearthstone community in QuakeNet, and also the Hearthstone communities, the international Hearthstone communities in IRC. They have been really supportive and always cheering me up, even though it's a hard road to make it to the top.
Yeah,
very true.
Do we know who are the top 8?
Oh yeah, we can check it out.
Players.
Let's see. Not all the results have been gathered yet, I think.
Yeah,
we still are waiting for the result of Savis versus Pini. So actually, Savis lost to Faramir in the winners' finals, and now he's playing it against Pini in the losers' finals. So we're still waiting for the result of that match. Blackout actually managed to take the victory over Gnimsh.
Ooh,
so
that's big.
That's kind of an upset victory right there.
Yeah, an upset, but also another breakout performance. So we have a lot of player stories here. So we see Blackout advancing, we see Wampie advancing in a very tight group. We see Vortex advancing.
So and especially I want to talk about Xeno, because I don't know much about this player. He was one of the 2 qualified players who got here. Torso, another guy from Finland who qualified, did not perform as well in Group B. He went 0-2, but Xeno managed to actually beat Kaldi in the losers bracket, in the losers finals, and advance to the playoffs. And have you had the opportunity to speak to Xeno? What do you think of him?
No, I was talking to Kaldi because he's my former teammate, so I was talking to him before his match, and he said that he's really looking forward to see what Xeno has brought, because he's like, of the contesters, he's like the one that nobody has any idea about, and I'm really looking forward to catching any of his games.
Yeah, and so are we. I think actually, if we're taking a look at the schedule, we're gonna actually have that. No, never mind. We're not. We're gonna. We are gonna have the playoff on stream from between Group A and Group D, but it's not the match Xeno versus Faramir.
D1 and A2.
It's gonna be Gara, the winner of Group D,
versus Savij or
versus
Pini.
either Savis or Pini. So that's gonna be a blockbuster event, I think. I'm pretty sure that's sparks are gonna fly in that match, especially if Savis manages to qualify, because those are gonna be 2 titans clashing right there. Savis and Gara, 2 of the most proficient players in this scene in Hearthstone in general. Savis obviously on fire the recent tournaments, but right now he still has to overcome Pini. So we have to find out who actually wins that matchup.
I'm very curious about that result.
And you, Wampie, will be facing Number, yeah, number.
Yeah.
We already,
Yeah,
said-
like we
we already,
said.
talked,
We
we
went
already
through
talked
that.
about it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, was nice having you here,
Yeah.
and glad to hear some of your insights here. So once again, thank you for
Yeah. coming,
for the interview,
Thank you.
and good luck in the top 8.
Yeah, thank you.
Best of luck. See ya.
So there you have it, guys. I mean, we will have a little bit of a longer break, I assume, because we have to wait until everyone finishes first of all, and then the scheduled start for the quarterfinals is going to be in half an hour approximately. We might start it earlier if we choose to do so, but according to schedule, we started 8:30 local time, which is Eastern European time. If we do so, however, we will try to get some more people here for some more interviews, maybe. Some people that you weren't able to see on stream and who got eliminated early, maybe.
Also, we were told at the beginning of the tournament that from the top 8 on, we're going to have a third caster. So we're going to be joined by another pro player, and he's going to help on the analysis of the games, etc. So that's going to be fun as well.
That's right. Maybe we can get Gnimsh on the board here. Who knows? Like some Gnimsh casting.
Yeah,
some
I guess
Gnimsh
we'll
jokes.
work on that.
But for now we're gonna just see what's happening. We're gonna see what we can find to do in the meantime while we are having this break. And but be sure to just stay here and just
Yeah,
wait
half
for
an
the
hour,
matches.
guys. We'll have dinner, take a break,
Yeah.
whatever. We'll see you in a bit.